everyone, good morning. Welcome to Kantipur TV HD. You're watching Kantipur Yoga and I'm Zahyan. In today's episode, we will be practicing a little bit of an exercise instead of an extreme yoga flow. So asana practice plus making it an exercise. Yo exercise and movement say halka pilates सँग पनि resemble गर्छ. So Pilates is also a form of exercise, toning, sculpting and strengthening practice. It's also a form of workout. We will be practicing that basically for our strength and toning and muscle definition just a little bit, but mainly say to make ourselves feel a little bit more strong. So while we work हाम्रो flexibility, mobility and strength ma, we will also be adding a few asanas and a few flexibility drills to this practice for today morning. So whenever you're ready, we will do our warm-up, whichever warm-up you think works for you. And in these episodes that you have seen, whichever warm-up works for you, first say हामीले आफ्नो घाँटीको warm-up, for sure we will do that. So rotations गरेको हुन्छ, up and down movements of your shoulder, arms rotate गरे हुन्छ, wrist and palms. You can also rotate your ankles. Then you can also move your torso a little bit side to side, stretch पनि गरे हुन्छ. And whenever you're ready, we will come in towards a comfortable seated position. Now two things to keep in mind is बस्दाखेरि चाहिँ we will make sure when you're leaning onto one side, यो घुँडा चाहिँ माथि नआओस् अनि the bum or the hip stays down on both the sides. So equal body weight चाहिँ हाम्रो दुवै glute muscles मा हुन्छ, हाम्रो दुवै घुँडामा हुन्छ, and not only one side. So whenever you're ready, we'll take a nice deep inhale, exhale, relax and come into our mat. Now you can choose, you can take your left hand outside first or you can take your left forearm down, whichever seems okay. तपाईको जिउ हल्का अझै flexible छ भने चाहिँ forearm मै तल ल्याउन मिल्ला. If not, you might be able to just keep your palms down. Even that is okay. Whenever you're ready, you will take in of your choice. Slowly breathe through. Move your body onto one side. अब ध्यान दिनु. This घुँडा will try and come up यसरी. What you're going to do is you're going to actively use your glute muscles and push down. So core बाट पनि हल्का थिच्ने and then core hips बाट पनि हल्का you're going to push down. Whenever you're ready, take both the hands up or just one hand up in to the left side. Hold that there. Breathe through. अब यहाँ चाहिँ के ध्यान राख्ने is your elbow is right below your shoulder. So make sure your elbow is below your shoulder. And instead of doing this and collapsing down, we will make sure our body is nice and strongly placed in here. Breathe through your lungs in. Hold that there. Gently whenever you're ready. Slowly coming into the front of the mat. Gently like you're mopping the floor in to the right side. Down. Hands up in. Again making sure the knee is not coming up. Actively pushing the knee down. Use your abdomen and push the knee down. Gently coming into the side. Again elbow below the shoulder. Hands in to the right side. Again, if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, flexibility ma focus garnu cha bhane chai we will tilt our chest up just a little bit. Open up your chest, stimulating your heart chakra just a little bit. Slowly whenever you're ready, come back in down to the floor. We will now also extend our right leg. So we will extend the right leg, repeat the same movement, make it more of an exercise now. So asana practice, this is in. Again, another thing to keep in mind is हाम्रो heels will always be pushing outward to make sure our calf muscle and our hamstrings are active. Now you can see here, since I have worn leggings and they're thin, when I point my toes, the thighs are active. When I flex my heel, the calf muscle is active. So when you point your toes, your quads and glutes become strong. When you push your heels away, it's your calf muscles and hamstrings. So यो चाहिँ याद राखेर चाहिँ we will be practicing more in this flow. Whenever you're ready, you will take your left hand back down to the floor, slowly leaning in, engage your core, squeeze and out there. Take your right hand up in towards the ceiling, twisting in to the left side. Now you take them active rakne, so you can see my chest is pushing out, bending in. Hold that there. Inhale over here, exhale as you come up and touch your toes. You can take this hand up into the right side or you can place it down depending on how you feel with your mobility. You can hold this here. Gently last time in, down to the side. We'll take our left hand in to the right side, and while you stay here we will slowly bring it up, squeeze and back out. 2 in, squeeze, back out. 3 in, squeeze, back out. Work those abs, squeeze and back out, down in. Inhale, come up, exhale, touch here. Take the left hand into the right side. You can pulsate, you can come down, you can stay here. If you're extra flexible today, if you're feeling very open and mobile in your body, you can go down and reach the toes. If you're feeling stiff and tight, you can stay over here, and that's fine. Gently back up into the front. What you'll do now is you'll take your torso and switch to the side. So gently in to your pigeon pose to one side. Now यहाँ mobility comes into play. Gently back up in to the middle. Slowly don't use your hands and come here back into the middle. Again, don't use your hands, come back in. Gently back up in to your pigeon. Whenever you're ready, what you're going to do now is you're going to take your right hand down in. So my left leg is in the pigeon. I'm going to take my right hand down to the floor. Now I'm going to lean to one side more and grab my khutta, my leg here, my toes over here, and hold this. Now make sure your elbow is right below your shoulder, so you're actively holding this stretch. You may also play around with your legs, exercise your quad muscles. Whenever you're ready to let go, gently come back up. You can also stay here for a little bit, or you can come back here, hold. This is a little intense, so if you have a little backache problem, avoid holding this pose. Gently exhale, relax, come back into the middle, switching to the other side. Now my left leg goes out, my right leg comes in. I will get comfortable into my asana first. Again, staying aware of your heels pushing away and toes curling into your chest. Gently as I inhale, I will relax down, right hand down to the floor, elbows tackle shoulder kamuni, left hand will go up in towards the ceiling. Gently back up in, holding, moving in to the side, hold that there. Come back up here, hold your hand behind the head if you want, whenever you're ready. Bring up in, squeeze, back down, come back up, work those hips and back down. Slowly back in, squeeze, come in, hold, back up, repeat, coming in, staying here, dropping down. And there is one tiny tip: if you cannot reach all the way down, that is not a problem. What you can do is also stay onto your wrist over here. Gently coming back up, use your torso, move into the pigeon pose. Come back into the middle again. Mobility work. Back outside. Back in. Slowly back out. Hold that here. Whenever you're ready, we will slowly come down in. Take the left hand into the floor down, forearm will bend. Right hand behind, going in towards your foot. Hold this here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently leg starts coming up and down, comes up and it goes down. Whenever you're ready to let go, again you can come up here and hold. You holga intense answer. So if you do not want to do this, you want to avoid this practice, avoid this asana. Come back in, gently relax the hands back into your butterfly. Whenever you're ready, you will relax into the butterfly. Take your feet all the way into your pelvis, open up the knees to the side. Inhale in. Exhale out. Actively keep those knees pushing down. If you think your knees cannot push down naturally, normally and actively, you can use your palms, you can use your body weight, or you can just lean forward, activate your glutes, and you will see automatically it goes down. Hold this here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently coming back up. Slowly back up into the pigeon. Then gently back up into the middle. Curl the toes up into your tabletop position. Our tabletop mat, what we will be practicing is a little glute muscle exercise, which will be our last exercise for our strengthening of our body. Whenever you're ready, especially this is very lower half and side muscle focused. So whenever you're ready, we will slowly come up onto your knees. Take the right knee out into a 90-degree angle. Hold this here. Breathe. Whenever you're ready, we will slowly lean forward actively. Come back up and straighten it out. Exhale. Inhale, coming back up. Gently want to make sure the knee is going down in one line. So you're using your core strength to lift yourself up and push yourself down, controlling our body kati tala jन्छ. Now using your hands in to also work the entire body. As you inhale, your hands go up. As you exhale, your hands come down. And we'll also be using our toes and our heels to tone our calf muscles, strengthen the hamstrings and the glute muscles. So when we will gently come in, you inhale, take both the hands up, down onto your heels. Gently back up last time. Hold this over here. Open up your chest. Gently relax, come down. Hold this here. We bring our hands to our waist or our hands down onto the floor, whatever feels okay. Slowly back down. You will try to bring your head down in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently relax, come back up. And you will repeat the same thing on the other side. Now one tip to keep in mind is your kneecaps. Let's say we will take a lot of care of our kneecaps. So to avoid any injuries for our knee or hurt our knees with the body weight, now that we learned that tiny tip about our toes, we will come into the malasana now. So either you can gently open up the leg to the side, slowly start lifting up. Now come here, squat down into your malasana, but I'll be turning into the front so I can show you how to do this. So gently we take our feet nice and wide. Inhales in, exhales in. Turn the toes outside a little bit. So my shoulder distance say is yaha cha bhane chai मेरो feet on my shoulder distance. I will open it up 1 foot outside. Whenever you're ready, you will gently slowly come down in, squat into your malasana. This is my yogi squat. What you're going to do now is going to be very active and a little intense. You're going to take your right knee and drop it down, slowly come up and sit down. You can also rest down here. Ajai active banaunu cha bhane chai you can go into the pigeon pose, otherwise you can stay here. Use your core strength, slowly start to lift up, engage your core, lean forward, come up in to your malasana again. Do not use your hands, gently come down, sit down into the floor. Tapako knees and ankles ma problem cha bhane chai don't come down all the way यसरी. Just stay up here onto your heels. Come back up. Slowly, let's say 2-3 choti repeat garne each side. Also enjoy your hips. You can go side to side. You can play around. Loosen up your ankles. See how your hips are swaying. Work those hamstrings and knees also a little bit. Again, come back up. We make this movement a little fast, so it's a proper workout. Again, if you want to try this, you can do this again. Slowly come down, in all the way down. You can open up the legs here, come back up in, start to lift up. Whew, come back up, down, gently sit down, open up, relax, come down here, come back up, into the middle, up into your malasana, slowly start to stand up, into your forward fold, relax, come back in. Now if you want to cool down, you can do a little side to side, a little hip rotations, and then you may chill out, gently coming in to the end. What you can also do is you can bring your toes together and slowly come up onto your toes only. So you can just hang out over here. Is fix one point in front of you. If you see a dust particle, fix your gaze onto that. Breathe. Just balancing. And you'll notice one thing, one tip to keep in mind again is when you're sitting like this, I'm going to show you sideways. When you're sitting like this, you're going to make sure you're using this pelvis muscle and you're tucking it in. So it's easier to hold. So now if you see this wobbling movement happening, that's because your core engaged thaina. So when you're doing anything, you will tilt the pelvis in, you'll squeeze this up, and now you're able to hold over here for as long as you like. This is very intense on your calf. This is very intense on your toes and your heels. Take your time, and whenever you're ready to let go, slowly sit down, relax in, and come into any comfortable meditative pose. You may breathe in and out, meditate over here. Or to cool down and calm your breath, you may practice alternate nostril breathing. So we will take our ring finger in to the left, both the index and the middle finger in between your eyebrows if you want, or bend them in, thumb onto your nose. Inhale in from your right, exhale from your left. Inhale from the left, close the left, exhale from the right. So Ajako flow was quite intense with your hips, hamstrings, and a little bit muscle movement from your abs. It was a way more Pilates and bodyweight focused exercise, also done with our yoga asanas. So you will see a few yoga asanas here, and you also see a few bodyweight movements like exercises. This week we're trying to focus more on our strength. So the next few episodes will be more strengthening compared to flexibility and mobility. Then the next week we'll probably focus on flexibility more, and then the next week after that, say we'll focus on our mobility more. So we will go step by step. Yoga ma say we believe flexibility, strength, and mobility are supposed to go hand in hand, so together, and not be more flexible and less strong and mobility say kam hune. You want to make sure all three are together in coordination with your muscle and your breath. So we will incorporate all these elements into our practice when we make sure we're moving and practicing yoga. I hope today's asana and yoga flow was very helpful and strengthening for you, and you've enjoyed practicing and working these muscles out. I will see you again tomorrow with another flow, and this has been tired. My breath is kind of up and down, but I will see you again tomorrow, and we will enjoy another flow and another strengthening exercise. And thank you so much. Have a nice day ahead.